What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about 3 trends I'm watching intensely over the 2022 period. And I'm going to get into that in a second. As always, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel that I thought would absolutely crush it in this bull cycle. It's been a wonderful year, by the way. If you'd invested $100 into each one, and we're still holding that crypto, you'd be in profit for 64 grand. And it has been a wonderful year. This is not my portfolio anymore. If you want to see what I'm in, you can check out Copy My Crypto, where throughout the year our portfolio has outperformed the market. We've had massive wins, massive airdrops to all the members, massive quick flips. It's been a genuinely wonderful year. And 2022 looks bright. If you guys want to make the gains that my members are making and match that, come check out Copy My Crypto. On top of that, guys, bear in mind, we're in an extended cycle. The market's going to keep running for a while, but we are going to end up in a bear cycle. When we do, that's going to be a brilliant opportunity to invest in cryptos that are way undervalued. So if you want to do that and make those gains during that bear cycle, come check out Copy My Crypto, guys. Links in the description. Right. Something I want to talk about, because this leads into what I'm talking about. So, QCP Capital announced a flippening in the investor sphere from retail to institutional. In 2022, the first thing that they expect to see is a major flippening of crypto ownership from primarily retail to institutional players, with institutions having a much larger participation. That statement, that report, which is a belief I've talked about on this channel a number of times, that was on its way. That leads into what I'm watching for in 2022. First thing, DeFi. DeFi never has really had that enormous second run. That first run, it was exceptional for DeFi. And it's never had that second wave. Never really had that second wave. And DeFi is an enormous opportunity for everyone. The earnings that you can make are staggeringly good. And there really is opportunity. Like I say, you see that real run that we had. Like, this is just Arve's chart, but a really good run till the market started collapsing around May. Never recovered to the heights that it was at. And DeFi is a space institutions do not want to get in, because they can compound their gains in a way that's unprecedented in any traditional finance system. Hell, it's not. You wouldn't be able to compound your gains in the stock market like you can in DeFi. And institutions are going to want to get into DeFi. I expect DeFi to have that second run, and it will probably be led by institutional investment. It's a huge opportunity. And I expect to see a lot of these cryptos running very well in price. Because, like I said, there is a real opportunity. Don't know why that clicked on the graph there. But DeFi coins, your top tier, your blue chip DeFi projects are definitely going to do well. You catch the right low cap DeFi, it's going to do exceptionally well. And I really believe that that's going to run. We're going to have a really good second wave of DeFi down the line. Next is insurance. Guys, you don't get into these institutions are not going to get into DeFi without being insured properly. And you've got top projects that do insurance, whether it's your insure DeFi. NXM, to be fair, isn't bad, although that trading volume is piss poor. But insure DeFi, Bridge Mutual, Insure Ace, not bad either. But these projects are going to run in price. It's inevitable, because sooner or later, when institutions start making the step into DeFi, they're not going to risk massive amounts of money that they have without some level of coverage. And these cryptos can provide that. And as a result, these cryptos will run in price. This, to be fair, maybe insurance should have been first, but we are going to see a flippening in terms of in that space. We're going to see institutions start being the heaviest investors in crypto. It's a matter of time. It's actually just a waiting game at this point. Because it's not an if, it's a when. And with DeFi, when you've got the risks of hacks, you've got the risks of exploits, you've got the risks of bugs. You know, an institution that's, say, putting in $2 million, $10 million, $100 million, whatever it is, are not going to risk that level of capital when we've seen the problems that DeFi have, the number of DeFi projects have had over the course of the last year. But if they know that they're going to be covered, then they will utilize a level of insurance to do that. Insurance is one that we should see a really good run on this year. It may not be enormous, like, you know, what we've seen in gaming this year. By the way, the reason gaming is not in here is because I think it's so obvious. Of course gaming's going to run. I want to say that now. Of course gaming's going to run. But it's too obvious. So I wanted to go for something a bit different. Insurance should run very, very well when we start seeing institutions stepping in. And the last one is not specifically Chili's, but fan tokens. Fan tokens are a growing sector. Chili's really is the one that opened the door here. You know, we've seen socios. I've covered socios on the channel a number of times. You know, where you can get a fan token for Barcelona, Real Madrid, Man City, Arsenal. The list goes on, right? Some of the biggest football teams in the world. And I expect that we're going to see a real growth in this. It's going to be very interesting to see how the particular sporting industries review and assess these fan tokens. There's been like Arsenal Football Club got done for presenting the whole Arsenal fan club token poorly in terms of advertising, not pointing out, by the way, this is an investment, you can lose money. So teams are going to have to be very careful on how they do things going forward. But it isn't just football. Obviously, football's the bigger, like, you know, proper football, not, you know, not American football, proper football, is the biggest sport in the world. But other sports are going to start entering the space. It's inevitable. It's absolutely inevitable. We've already seen the UFC do it. We've seen elements of NFL teams doing it. We've seen elements of NHL. We've seen elements of basketball teams doing it. And this sector is going to grow. It's bound to. I've spoken about this a couple of times in terms of the next steps are going to be the player cards, you know, like trading cards, like you know, Gary Vaynerchuk talks about all the time, like how he used to buy old baseball cards and sell them, right? It'll be the same principle to some degree. There'll be like the digital collectibles of them. We've seen there are versions of them out there. To be fair, I want to say Rareable, but I'm not sure I'm right on that one. And I think that evolution of player cards as well is going to be massive, particularly for the start of the following season. You know, like as an example, football right now is mid-season, right? So in August is when the next season happens. So I reckon that that's going to push on really well next year, around August. Those sort of the player cards. But the fan tokens themselves, they're going to push on. It's an opportunity for clubs to make money. It's an opportunity for fans to have interactions with the club. There's increasing benefits that can occur from them. So fan tokens are one to watch out for, particularly the most successful clubs, because you've got opportunities here. You know, all of these tokens that are around right now launched at $2 or €2. I think it's €2. And it's fairly obvious which ones were going to do well. The biggest teams are going to do well. Your Man Cities, your PSGs, your Barcelonas, your Real Madrids, your Juventuses. I don't think Real Madrid here. But they're always going to do well because they're the biggest teams in the world. You know, so Man City's token is 34.66 chilies. I don't know how much chilies is. That's over $10. It's over $10, or $10, or about $10. So it's a 5x on your investment. If you're one of the early people that got the Socios on, and you're on the Socios platform, you got the Man City token massively up, massively up. Again with PSG 52 chilies, so that's $15, right? And I'm pretty sure they went up to like $30, $40 per token when Lionel Messi signed for them. There's these major events. This is really interesting space that's going to open up, and fan tokens, and in particular football and baseball, basketball and NFL player trading, digital trading cards are something that I can see going really big as well over the next year, like prior to the next run of each respective season. It's something I'm really watching out for. But those are the three, right? I've ignored ob gaming and I've ignored NFTs because I do think they're quite obvious that they're gonna do very, very well. I think gaming is quite clearly going to explode dramatically this year, in 2022, in a way we've not even touched yet. I think it's going to be enormous. But so DeFi, insurance, and fan tokens, they're where I think are going to have some real explosions. So keep your eyes on them, guys. That's it from me. I hope you're all good, and I hope you're all enjoying, or going to enjoy, the turn of the year. And I hope 2021 wasn't too crap for everyone in this current weird ass world that we live in. If you've been in crypto for a while or you're brand new, you will want to check out Copy My Cryptos, where I share my portfolio. Throughout this entire year, my portfolio has outperformed the market. Throughout this entire year, we've had massive, massive, massive wins for the members, whether it's been airdrops of several $100, airdrops of several $1,000, flips that have been 8x, 18x's. Oh, 8x's, 18x's. Early entry investments that have been 8x. There's been so many great moments. If you want to be a part of that and match those gains, then come check out Copy My Crypto. Happy New Year, guys. Bye.